Hey friends, it's your girl Jay Narissa, and I am back with another video. And today's video is about my goal setting for 2025. So in 2025, the overall goal is to absolutely elevate my life in all aspects. And so to do that, I am utilizing the 8 elements of well-being to set goals for myself in every possible way to ensure that I'm healthy and well. So I am utilizing this booked planner. So the one that I have is booked and blessed. And so I've been using this same planner, booked and blessed, every year since 2021. And why I really like this planner is because it allows me to put all the things that I have going on in one place. So not only does it have an official reading list that they suggest to you, but there's also a spot to write out your professional goals, your personal goals for the entire year, a goals worksheet that splits it into different categories that you would like to have goals for. There's a bucket list bingo. So there are a lot of things that I want to check off my list for this year, just to do things to get out of my comfort zone and push myself a little bit more. There is a space to create a vision board. As you can see, mine is still blank. I haven't done mine yet, but I'm working on it. And then, of course, like any other planner, it breaks it down into each month of the year. And within these different months, there's always a quote and a picture, which is super cute, super cool for us Black women. There's the calendar. If anything is happening in my life that doesn't go in this calendar, it doesn't exist. So if I tell you I'm going somewhere, you might want to make sure that I wrote it in my calendar, in my planner, because if I didn't, I'm not going to be there for real. There's a section for notes within that specific month. The goals for the month break down your budget for the month. And then for each week, there is an opportunity to put your grocery list, your meal plan for the week, what your tasks to complete for that week are, and some reflections from the previous week. And then each week also has a spot for a spiritual focus, your physical activity for the week, how you'll practice self-care, what your morning and bedtime routines are, and then daily habits. And then it'll have a space for you to write if you need to call or follow up with somebody. So, for example, I need to make my doctor's appointment for this year. So I'll put in that I need to follow up with my primary care physician to schedule my yearly appointment. And also each page has, specifically for the Booked and Blessed planner at least, each page has a Bible scripture at the top or some type of inspirational quote that's tied to spirituality. And some of the things that I'm working on using this planner is, like I said, the 8 dimensions of well-being. So let's jump into those and we can talk about some of the goals that I set for each of those. So the first dimension being emotional and mental well-being. So I have gotten back into therapy. I talk to my therapist and I feel like she really keeps me sane and keeps me from crashing out. And so I want to continue to have those check-ins with my therapist as well as doing the self-work to ensure that my mental health is optimal. There have been times in past years where I have suffered from some anxiety and depression. And so I want to keep that at bay and ensure that I'm utilizing the skill sets that I have and ways to cope with it so that I don't feel overwhelmed and stressed out. For intellectual well-being, so anytime that I can learn something new, I'm all for it. So YouTube has been very good for me as far as learning new skill sets. I kind of want to learn some new DIYs so that I can do things within my house. I am a homeowner. I have been a homeowner for 2.5 years. And so, whoever said that you can get everything done in your house really, really fast or as soon as you move in, if somebody told you that, they lied. So it takes a lot of time. I'm 2 years in, almost 3 years, because I actually closed on my house in March of 2022, but I didn't move in until a couple of months later because I had some reconstruction stuff done. Like I had the floors done, I had the bathrooms redone, like new toilets, new vanities in there. And so all of these things take a lot of money. And so you can do some things here, some things there. But what I'm saying all of this is to say that I am still trying to work on learning things about my house so that maybe I can cut some costs by doing it myself. Some things that don't really make sense for me to try and do myself, but other things it's like I could probably have done that on my own. And for those things, I am definitely going to work on learning how to do it. Something else within intellectual well-being, I professionally would like to go to more trainings and learning more skill sets within my profession so that I am growing and improving as a public health professional and thus having a positive impact on my own health and well-being as well. For financial well-being, so formulating a budget and sticking to that budget, and also saving money, and then lastly, learning to invest. So I've been watching more videos as of late about investing, and from what I hear, it could be fairly easy and you don't have to have a lot of money in order to invest. So I really want to build my passive income, get more streams of income, as well as build more of a legacy when I do decide to have a family in the future. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping. God, you got me? I hope you got me. So all of these things will contribute to my overall financial well-being and how I'm able to set a foundation for how I grow and develop financially in the future. For environmental well-being, it's important to be in places that are conducive and aligned with the goals that you've set for your overall health and well-being. Sitting in an environment where they're doing a bunch of chain smoking and you're getting secondhand smoke, that may not be the best environment for you. So I'm keeping that in mind when I go out and do things with other people, or if I am doing something like hanging out by myself, getting to know myself, because that's on my list of things to do as well. I want to be mindful of the safety of my environment. Occupational well-being. So job related things, making sure that I am doing all that I can to ensure that my work environment is not toxic. So a lot of people are going to work every day and being in a toxic work environment, and whether they're aware of it or not, it is having a negative impact on their overall health and well-being. Maybe you're stressed out. Maybe these stresses are manifesting in a physical way. And in order to ensure that you are having good occupational well-being, communication is going to be a really big thing. Having boundaries, having a good work-life balance is really important. And I'm truly working on my work-life balance, ensuring that my personal time is just that, and I'm working and getting things done during the work hours that I have set. Social well-being. So not only will I be getting to know myself and going on solo dates this year, but I also want to get out more and do things with my friends and learn about what all is out there, maybe get to know people, find my husband. I mean, from what I hear, at least it's what my therapist told me, my husband isn't just going to show up on my doorstep and ring my doorbell. So apparently I have to go out in order to meet people. So I guess that's what I'm doing in 2025, getting out more to see if there are people out there that I actually want to meet and get to know. Also, a social wellness component is saying yes more. So my word for the year is receptive. And I want to be more receptive to not only going out and doing things socially, but also just being more receptive to opportunities and things that may otherwise make me feel uncomfortable. But uncomfortability is a sure way to gauge if you're actually growing and changing as a person. Because if you're comfortable with everything, are you truly growing? Probably not. Physical well-being. So I have been getting more into consistently working out, and I have an ideal body image of what I want my body to look like. And I am so determined to ensure that my body looks like this by September 30th, 2025, which is my 35th birthday. I am going on a trip, and I gotta be fine, okay? I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I need to look so snatched and so fine for my 35th birthday. That is the only thing that's on my mind right now when I'm thinking about turning 35. All I know is sis got to be fine. Okay? We working on it. We working on it. That's at the top of the list of all the goals. And last but not least, spiritual well-being. So making sure that I am reading the Bible, praying. I really want to find a church home this year. Over the last several years, I mean, I've listened to sermons, I've visited some churches, but nowhere has really felt like this is going to be my permanent home and this is where I want to go continuously on a regular basis. So I'm hoping to find a church home in 2025. With that being said, that's the 8 dimensions of well-being and some of the goals that I've set for myself within each of those categories for the year of 2025. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below what goals you have for 2025. Maybe we can bounce ideas off of each other, be each other's accountability partner. And until next time, stay healthy and stay well. Bye, friend.